live.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Code Reloaded. We're back to the evil campaign. We're back up to their shenanigans, and now we get to see how they're gonna actually convince this strange woman to join their party with that terrible pitch that they did the last time. Which, to be fair, Mirkrid doesn't have much experience being a leader or trying to recruit anybody. It's not like he had army recruiters in real life, recruit him into something like that.
To be fair, army recruiters just go after like idiot teenagers, so.
Yes, yeah. So we're gonna see what they decide to do as Mirkrid walks with purpose back to the sound of silence to confront Oded about the whole thing that happened. Who is with him? It's specifically, it's not Forrest. Forrest left. I believe Mick is with him as well, and that's it. Just Mick and it's Mick Grills and Mirkrid Oceanthorn headed over to the Sound of Silence, because this is happening while Athir and Jovak are headed to talk to Viv. So this is during that time. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Mirkrid, the sun's starting to set, and you can see the streets. They've been lively the whole time you've been here. There's been people selling their wares, people selling the street meat, as Athir is fond of.
I can see the title of that video. Girl fond of street meat.
You come back to the Sound of Silence. You can see that there are people that are just about their business. You hear the sound of the people talking in the background. No, bro. Everybody's having their own little conversations. You guys have a grasp on the language, but I wouldn't say you have enough of a grasp that you are able to just offhand immediately see what everybody's saying. So it's still kind of gibberish to you because you have to make a concerted effort to understand the language. Some people go silent and stare at you. You can see that Oded is actually he's like kind of strolling around, and he walks with this presence to him, and you notice you don't hear his footsteps even when you get closer, and it feels like there's not as much noise near him because he likes to keep to himself. But occasionally he'll go out and talk to the customers, and they always treat him with respect, and you can see that they have a little bit of healthy fear there as well. And when he finishes, do you wait for him to finish his business, or do you confront him immediately?
No, does he notice me?
Roll a perception check.
Perception. That is 11 plus 11, 22.
22? He does. You see him just like look at you out of the corner of his eye, continue along with his business.
I'm gonna motion, like while he's looking at me, that I need to talk to him.
Okay. When he looked at you, you can just, your perception was high enough that you just see the slight incline of his head. Do you go to like an empty table? Do you go to the bathroom you claimed was the place you claimed was a bathroom? Where do you go?
I'm gonna go to an empty table.
Okay. You can see a young halfling woman approach you as you sit down. And she's a server, and she comes up to you, and she's like, she has the the dusky skin, the dark hair that's prevalent here, and she's pretty, and she has like quite refined features, and she has like one of those little bandanas covering her hair, like an actual bandana. I'm not talking about a hijab or something. And she approaches you, and she's like, "How may I serve you today?"
Milk. Actually, no. Sugar water. I need sugar water.
Sugar water, okay.
Or mead.
And you, sir? Or mead? We don't get much of that here. But we do have fermented goat's milk, as well as we have plenty of, well, we do have some things imported from the Wolfgang dynasty, such as vodka. But I personally prefer the goat's milk. The fermented milk is very good.
I'll just have water. Yeah.
Do you want the sugar as well in it?
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I do not realize whether you were joking or not, because we don't get many of your kind around here. So.
What's that?
And then. Foreigners. She smiles.
Fair enough.
She looks to Mick. Did you sit down with him, or are you like standing menacingly or something? Okay.
No. I sat down. I'll take the milk.
Good choice. And she like gives you a little pat on the arm. Your beefy ass dwarven arm. You're a big boy. You're a big small boy.
Oh.
So and she saunters off, and one thing you notice, are you guys gonna have a little bit of a conversation to yourselves, or what?
I mean, do you have anything to say?
This is me trying to encourage the roleplay. Come, do it.
Oh, I'm just trying to figure out, like, we're supposed to be.
We're supposed to be. Ah, yes, Mick. That is very good input.
Yes.
If you're asking about what we're supposed to be doing, that's what we're finding out, because something's afoot.
And we will figure that out. And also get her to join.
We need to ask questions. That's why we're here. We didn't ask enough questions. Well, I didn't ask enough questions. And that's why we're back here.
And I should have went into the room with you to figure out.
Y'all could have came with me. There was plenty of space in that bathroom.
Sure, if it was a bathroom.
I'm gonna roll deception. It was a bathroom.
That
is
sure.
That is a
roll perception.
Class.
Roll perception. The sense motive.
That is a 13 plus 12, so that's 25.
I'm talking to you, Alex. Roll a perception using sense motive.
I know. That is a 15 plus 11.
11. 26.
Yep. 26.
Okay, you can clearly tell he's lying. Plus, you can see the room from where you're sitting, and you see that it's just an empty storeroom. The door's open.
How about you go inside your bathroom, huh?
I did go inside the bathroom.
No.
Are you looking at the doorway as you say that?
Yeah.
I did
notice that.
The bathroom.
You noticed that, Mirkrid. Mirkrid, you notice where he's looking.
Yeah, no, I'm still going with it. We're doing this. I went in there. Relieved myself.
That is just nasty. all on the floor.
Yeah, you can go check it out if you want. Maybe someone
I
cleaned
don't.
it up by now.
I hope they did. That is disturbing. Even hockey doesn't do that.
You're disturbed by a sudden voice as Oded places the fermented goat's milk in front of Mick, and he places the water in front of you, Mirkrid. You guys didn't notice him at all. And he's like, I certainly hope you did not actually relieve yourself in the storeroom.
And I'm gonna go, of course I did.
Oh, this startles the shit out of both of you, by the way, because you really did not notice him at all. It was almost like a Chris will get this reference, a Boxic thing. He appeared almost out of thin air. That's how it felt.
I am playing it cool. Okay.
Roll. Okay.
Performance.
You know what? Roll a performance for both of you if you're trying to play it cool too, Mick.
No, I'm a dwarf. I'm not playing cool.
Deception.
I'm just gonna be shocked.
What'd you get?
Oh god, a 15 total. Sorry, no. Yeah.
Wait.
No.
Wait.
Sorry, it's a 15.
Wait.
Sometimes math is is hard.
I think it's better for the fails than it is for the net 20s. He gives you this slightly amused smile. He just you can see just like a little, his mouth just upticks a little bit. And I presume that you are here without your team as well as your assignment, that you failed.
Yes and no.
We did not fail.
I am not surprised.
We got her out of jail. But you don't want to. So I need to ask some questions.
All of Old Town is aware.
I did.
That you.
There's no way they traced that back to me.
No, I'm talking about that someone escaped from the jail.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, because I mean, no one saw me. But,
I mean,
yeah. So what's the deal with
she
this person?
She's a countess.
Name, address, phone number.
She's the barefoot Contessa.
I have shoes.
What, Kringate, if you want to share like what this guy would know about you, because he hasn't looked deeply into you, he just knows that you're
I'm
powerful.
from a not very powerful. It's an impoverished family.
No, he's not. I don't mean powerful by that. I mean personally powerful.
I am a trained magus.
Yeah.
Everything else I don't tell people what I am because I'm halfway across the world.
Yeah.
But I don't hide that I can cast magic. I mean, you've seen what happened at the prison.
Yeah, I'm aware. Yeah, everyone is kind of. He tells you.
I'm a scholar I'm also a scholar who specializes in heraldry and genealogy.
Yeah. Much like you, she was a student of the academy. She studied something different, of course. And he looks at both you, and you do get like a weird sense, like you would get a weird sense that he knows too much about you, but then you realize that's just common knowledge. Like, from where you guys are and what you guys have learned, anybody that learned any spell casting, including Jovak, you, or anything that has to do with magic, like Mick and you, as well as Forrest especially, like, they went to the academy.
Is it just question about the world? Is it just arcane magic, or would like a divine caster go there too?
A divine caster would go there as well, just in their specific. It's just anybody who casts magic, anybody, because the Empire keeps a very close watch on on their people. So you attended there as well. Every single one of you, I would say, attended at different times, because how old is Viv?
24, 25-ish.
Yeah, you're on the younger side. So you would have graduated like later on. These guys are older, much older than you. So they would be alumni by the time you would have graduated. And he says, she has some valuable skills that would have helped you. She is merely a countess, impoverished family, which is something that you can use to your benefit. I'm sure these questions and these answers would have helped had you asked them beforehand.
Yeah, I got that.
He gives you,
The only
gives
thing
you
keeping my
a-
family solvent is basically a small vineyard.
yeah. So he's like, if you want to know more about that, you can pursue that line of questioning. But he's like, she is here in pursuit of some silly trinket. So there are
Okay.
many avenues of securing her help, and then when she's in too deep, she'll have no choice but to help you. Yes.
Yep. I don't think we completely cut those ties there. We kind of just. She
Oh,
said no, went our separate ways.
I didn't think that was the case. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is all a learning experience for you. Yes. This is
What is-
something new. This leadership.
Killing? Oh, leadership.
No,
Yeah.
in charge, making decisions that don't affect you personally, just you personally.
Normally, I just did everything from behind the scenes.
Well, as much as we like to stay in the shadows, sometimes we must step into the light. Now, if you wish to know where she's staying at a hotel called the Sanctuary. It's a little bit further. It's a little bit further to Old Town, closer to the actual capital, to Sevarin. It's well managed. I do not believe the staff will respond to intimidation or any tactics such as that. Now, it seems that the way that you operate, your modus operandi, and he kind of slips into the Rex Draconian language, which is like a bastardized form of like Latin, like Old Germanic, like Old English. It would give a linguistics expert like migraine just listening to it. And he tells you he's like, no, from what I've seen, your modus operandi is not. It doesn't have anything to do with subtlety. So maybe this could be a good little training exercise. Yes?
Okay. I mean, we'll be back with her. Probably.
There are... Once you do complete your assignment, I have a couple of things that would be beneficial for you if you wish to pursue. And if you have any questions, feel free to come and ask. I am here to help you.
Sounds good. How much does this milk, stuff, and water cost?
For the moment, it's on the house.
Okay. We'll be back.
Thank you.
He gives you this very pleasant smile. The fermented goat milk was actually pretty good. You know, it was a little sour. I don't know if that's what Mick is into, but it wasn't something that was terrible. It was something new. It's something that takes a little getting used to, but I don't know, maybe it's up Mick's alley.
Mick will eat and drink anything. And Hockey enjoyed it, so it's not
Including
bad.
Oh, you had Hockey dipping his beak into it too?
After I finished taking my sips.
I was about to say, you're one of those, huh? Yeah, sure.
He gives
Sure,
you-
little pokey, come eat from my hot dog. I'll take bites after you.
He gives you like a kind, gentle smile, and then he's just standing there.
I'm gonna
Waiting.
nod, and we're gonna head out.
Yep.
Okay.
We'll be back.
He inclines his head to you, and then like, are you guys looking back at him when you walk out or no?
No, I'm not.
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So that whole interaction would have taken up about as much time as Athir and Jovak's talk with Viv.
I wasn't in the room. I was outside.
Yeah, I know you were kind of like, oh, you're right. You were keeping watch outside. So Athir, you come out and you see Jovak kind of there, unless you're trying to be a little bit stealthy. Are you trying to be stealthy, or are you just standing
Yeah,
there?
I'm gonna be discreet with it.
Oh, not you. I was talking about to Jovak. Jovak, are you being stealthy, or were you just standing there
Yeah.
waiting
No, I'm not
for
gonna
Athir?
just beeline straight to her. Like I'll just loiter around and then kind of like rendezvous, like kind of like
Okay.
gesture at a spot.
So you guys
Or actually- No.
you see Athir walking out, and then you kind of fall into step with her. Is that what you do?
I'm gonna cast a message and I'll like
Okay.
tell her like we can meet up in this alleyway over here, or away from the sanctuary, the inn.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll like yeah, I'll just I don't have the hand movement, but I'll just cast message to Athir saying let's meet up up ahead.
Well,
And
I mean,
we'll talk.
you can do anything for the hand movement, including like like
No, I haven't figured out yet.
Spider-Man one thing, go web go, type shit. You can do, like,
but but yeah, I'll just do that and then start heading toward the alleyway, the rendezvous spot.
Okay.
Is there what's going on outside of the sanctuary or outside of the other area? Is it just
you
general
guys-
people?
Yeah, just people milling about. Some people. It looks like the area you're in is a little bit nicer than where the Sound of Silence is.
Well,
And you guys are. You see the one thing that's really interesting about the sanctuary itself is it's made out of like this white stone, and it's like it's incredibly clean, like in a place that obviously gets dusty or it gets rainy and muddy. It's very pristine. It kind of stands out, and especially considering that it's part of like a row of buildings, but this is the only building that is made of that white stone in that row.
It stands out of everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
One thing you guys do notice as you're walking and headed towards the alleyway, you can see some of the guards passing by, kind of like looking around, Like it looks like they've been alerted. They don't have an idea what they're looking for, but they are looking for someone. So like you can tell like this did not go without consequences.
Okay.
But what do you guys talk about when you meet in the alley?
Well, I'll say to Aether, so how'd it go? Like, what happened?
She wants to know why she's being followed. You guys were not discreet. Like, she fully knows what's up.
Yeah, we, kind of messed that up, I think.
Well, to be fair, Aether, it wasn't you guys. It was us guys. Like for you. It was all of you.
Yeah, we were all in this together. I was perfectly stealth. And then everyone's like, we're all in this together.
You know what? She didn't know it was me, so that's all that matters.
I didn't even do anything except follow along.
What was your impression of her?
She's a bit cagey, honestly. I have no idea why I'm even talking to her in the first place. Why any of us need to talk to her or anything like that.
Well, she could be useful. So maybe that's why.
What way?
Well, I mean, the fact that she shed her skin, she definitely could be like a spy for our like dismantling mission. So
That could work, yeah, I guess we'll have to see. But I mean, like, what do you... I know she's useful, like, she's skilled in conflict, but I mean, what's the end goal with her?
But we have to find out what she needs, or what she would want, because everyone has desires, so that could work in our favor. We can help each other out, so we can do that.
Yeah.
Do you think we should head back in, or meet up with the group? Do you think we need the group, or do you think we could just talk to her again?
I don't think she'll be willing to talk to the rest of the group, so I think maybe just the two of us.
Okay, yeah, we can.
But even then, she's a bit standoffish.
It's certainly understandable, you know. I think anyone would be if they're being followed. So we'll try to.
Look, I was able to get
jailbreak.
her to sit down and have a cup of coffee, so maybe we meet back here. I can go talk to her, do my thing, work her over, make her feel less paranoid, and then report back.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. When are we gonna meet back? At what time? And then I'll head back to the Sound of Silence to get the group and see how we can like work this out.
Yeah, meet me there in like an hour. 45 to an hour.
Okay. All right, then I'll go ahead and start making my way the scenic route.
Downtown.
Yeah, like a little bit of a scenic route, not like a direct line to the Sound of Silence. Like I'll take a couple corners and then do that.
Roll a perception check.
Die. There you are.
Chris, by the way, you're gonna be next soon.
23 total.
23 total. As you make your way back to the Sound of Silence, one thing that you are noticing is that you stick out like a sore thumb. The guardsmen, they're paying attention to you in particular, and they have like a little. There's definitely a bit of suspicion or just general like unease in your presence, and they're keeping an eye on you, you know.
It's because I'm an elf, huh? Racist.
No, some of them are elves. Some of them are half orcs. Actually, one thing that does surprise you as a as a citizen of the Empire is that some of them are orcs, just straight up orcs. You can see them wearing like the guardsman's uniform. They're wearing the like kind of like those Bedouin hats, like the you'd see like in like the Lawrence of Arabia stuff, you know. And like they have like more of like a sandy. They're more like a sandy brown than the dark green you're used to seeing. Or gray. So, and they kind of, and by like sandy brown I mean like they look. It's definitely not a regular human skin color. It's like it's just like off color somehow.
Sure, yeah. But it's basically just not like the main green that you think of.
Yeah. So it's one of the things that's like kind of odd to you is like it's not kind of, it's very odd to you because you're not used to seeing just the Empire's been at war with the southern continent for so long that you guys have just, you know, it brings out a little bit of the racist in you. I'm kidding,
I was gonna say like
it does bring out like
stoically
it is weird for you.
Yeah, I guess like because I'm an elf, I guess I will try to hold back certain looks of disgust, I guess. But like basically just it's more of like a in the eyes kind of thing, not as overt, but like
yeah,
if you're fully paying attention, you can definitely spot something or whatever. But yeah, I'll do that. I'll make note of that on the way. How long would it take to get to the Sound of Silence from Sanctuary?
You don't really know where you're going, so you'd have to ask for directions. you guys, it's not like you kept the. You know what? I would say roll a general. Let me see. If you want to see if you remember it, just roll a general like intelligence check. Like the DC is gonna be lowish, not super low, but low enough.
Intelligence?
Yeah. You know, your strongest skill? Your strongest
22 total?
22 total.
I rolled this, what is it? It's a +6 number?
Yeah, it's a +6.
Okay, yeah, 22 total.
Yeah, you kind of like, you are tempted to ask somebody, but then you're like, you come across a landmark that you remember and you're like, oh, I know where I'm going, and then you head right back. It takes about a good like half an hour.
Okay. Alright. Would I have come across Mirkrid and Mick since they technically left? Because I'm heading toward them. Would I have like run into them on my way, or like when I get there, like are they already gone?
Let's see.
I don't mean to meta game, but like
Tyler.
yeah,
No. You're right. You're good. Since
Okay.
Tyler is not there, we'll have Mick roll it. Both of you roll a d20.
It's sitting
you
right
are
there.
Hey.
Because you're like out of frame, bro.
I'm just chilling. I'm waiting for my turn. That's all.
So one of you roll the d20 and decide and what are you?
I already rolled. I got a 13.
13.
Total?
What about you? No, just a regular d20. Just a
Hold
regular
on. Hold on. Where the fuck are your dice, bro?
d20.
My dice is in the other room. With my
Why are
Why?
they always in the
Why?
other room?
Why is it? Yeah. Why is it always Monday, bro? Why is it not in your room?
Because
Please don't be
I'm
like
not-
Alex. No, I'm saying just please don't be like Alex. Please, when you have your dice, use your dice, please. Oh my god. What'd you roll, Will?
I got to roll.
Yeah, both of you.
Oh god.
This is a luck thing more than anything.
Or the 14.
I am now on my second pot of coffee.
14? There
Yeah.
you go. You guys met up, yeah. You see them as they're walking towards the direction of the sanctuary. You would have seen them, yeah.
Okay, so then.
And by the way, the same thing goes for all of you from the Empire. About the whole with the orcs and the guardsmen in general just watching you and stuff like that, and like it's weird for you. Out here, this is normal. You grew up in this land, so it's like whatever.
But she would be the one less. She would be the one that most fits in.
She's the one that most fits in.
Okay.
Aside from the hilarious occasional slips, like, oh, we're here for the Smith wedding. That was great.
Yeah.
The Mohammeds.
So,
Mohammeds.
that's the go-to. That's the go-to. The Mohammeds.
It is the most popular name.
All right. So while all of this was going on, Forrest,
Yes.
where did you go? What were you doing? Where did
So
you come from? Cotton Eye Joe.
So, I had went back
Mm.
to the inn, switched my clothes. So I'm wearing the clothes that I had gotten from the tailor.
Okay.
And
That is
I'm
something that you guys have to realize, that you do have clothes that
Okay,
would fit in because you ordered those. Just remember that.
I wasn't sure if that was still applying.
Yeah,
So
you guys-
I'm
you guys
definitely gonna
know.
make a visit there.
But you stroking your hair is kind of freaking out the guardsmen. Okay. I'm kidding.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ! It's not. Reaction is RP, right?
I know. I'm just messing with you. Where did you want to go?
So actually, I was going around town. I was
Mm.
taking in the sights, and I ended up in the bazaar, near a bazaar, and I am feeling a little famished. I'm actually gonna go to one of the actual or the cafes and sit down and have a nice meal.
Okay.
You're not going to a street meat vendor?
You.
Not gonna go to a street meat taxi.
There are those going around. One thing also you guys notice, there's a lot of the main pack animal here. They're land drakes. They're animals. They're basically like lizards, large lizards that look mildly draconic. Those are the main mode of transportation for the poorer ones, and like you would have noticed already. You guys, those of you that have actually been to that have been in the Empire and have been to the more capital cities of the different territories, you do see that they also have their own airship technology as well. It's in a different style, but it is their own airship technology, magic, you know. So like sometimes you would have passed by a couple of carriages being like pulled by these drakes, and you go to this cafe. It's a little hole in the wall, and all it does is it has like a little cup. Like, it doesn't have a name, it just has a little cup on it. It's a little nice spot. You can see that it's run by this thick-set orc woman, and she as she sees you and she sees like the quality of your clothes, she gives you this wide beaming smile, and she welcomes you, and she seats you, and she's like, "Oh, please come, seat. You know, like, what would you have? What do you wish? I will, whatever I can." What was that? What are you doing? Oh,
Hi.
I was gonna say, it's like, she's like, "Oh, what do you wish to have? Please tell me."
I would like you to bring me some coffee.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Do you have any preference? Do you want any milk, any sugar, any cream?
Bring cream to the side.
Like she is tall as shit. She's very tall, very thick. Like she's like, and by that I mean like she has some weight to her. She's probably around like 6'5", right? But she walks with a grace and she speaks very gently to you, and you ask for a coffee and she just brings you the coffee. She brings you everything on the side, and she's like, is there anything else? You know, we have some snacks. We have some biscuits. We have all sorts of things.
I would like some naan.
Ah, yes. Would you wish to have anything else to go with it? Hmm? I have this hummus that's very. We have these different flavors. We have the spicy. We have the more mild. We have all sorts of things, and I can customize it to however you wish. It's a very small place. You're practically the only customer in there at the moment.
Bring me a spread, and that'll be it for now.
Oh, yes. And she looks so excited and happy to have you here. She rushes off into the back, and you can hear the sounds of like some rustling and everything like that. Well, you got a good look at her. She's got that same dusky brown skin. She's got when you get close enough, you can see she has like the older ladies when they smile, and they those nice ladies, they have like the crow's feet, and she looks really sweet. That's what she has. She has her hair, it's dark and in a braid that comes to the side, kind of like the mom from Full Metal Alchemist. The anime mom braid. What were you gonna say?
So what I wanted to do was I wanted to actually I rolled prior to while you were talking. I rolled a 30, but it's perception. I wanted to more or less get a grasp of the area, the type of people, the general state of the area, like how if it's ran down, if it's well maintained, is it things overgrown.
Okay. You wouldn't have had to roll for this purely because
population, and this is where the roll comes into play.
Okay.
What is the general population doing? Because I passed through the bazaar.
What did you roll?
30.
Use perception?
Yes.
This, I feel like this would be more of a society check, since you're asking more about the society of what you're around and everything.
18 on a society. 18 on society instead then.
18 total?
So, 18 total.
That's more than enough, but continue the pursuit of the question.
So I wanted to see the type, or per se, I wanted to know the type of vendors that are around. Hold on, let me change something real quick.
Chris, where are you heading to? What were you doing again? You're going to the bazaar, or you're going somewhere through the bazaar?
I was passing through the bazaar in general because I wanted to see how shady the people were, like in regards to theft or theft rings.
Organized crime or
to
something.
organized crime. See how it is also handled.
Okay, but you're doing like a walk around essentially.
Essentially, yes.
Okay. I'm just
right.
like jotting down notes and just making sure.
So, one thing you would have noticed, one of the things you noticed about paying attention to this is that This is the more rundown area. This is the place where there are like this is probably the slum area or the more poverty-stricken area, like especially the part you went to. And you get the sense that that's exactly why you guys were let into this port specifically, because there was another one and you were directed towards this port in Old Town anyway. There is minor crime, but you would have to probably dig deeper if you wanted to find anything organized, because just off of a general look and walk around, you wouldn't have noticed.
Even his background?
Even with his background, like there's something. You get the sense that this place is heavily regulated. Like even the slums. Like you saw many guards walking around. One thing that you noticed as well was that these guards, well equipped, it looks like they were well trained. You get the idea just from this walk around that those guards at the jail, that's probably shit detail for the guys that fuck up and aren't that good at their job.
Well,
that's the sense that you got.
Well, in the sense of LEO hierarchy, corrections officers are usually at the bottom, anyways.
Oh God.
You got corrections officer. Wait, you got security officers.
Security guards. What's above, and then above them is the corrections officers.
Meter maid.
Oh yeah, then meter maid, or would you say meter maid's above corrections?
Meter maid is above corrections.
Meter maid's above corrections. Then you got the fucking traffic cops. Then you got the fucking the beat cops.
That's when afterwards. That's when afterwards you go into 3-letter agencies.
Oh yeah. Yeah, those guys at the jail were definitely the corrections officers level. Like they weren't. That was just like a low level jail. You get the sense that really, she probably didn't even have to kill her way out. like she probably would have been let off with just a slap on the wrist or something, or even just paying a fine.
Well, I'm still waiting on the food in the meantime, correct?
Oh, she immediately almost comes right back out. It's a beautiful spread, and there's plenty of sides and everything to go with it as well that you can put together on the naan bread and everything. It's pretty good. And she gives you like this sweet smile, and she's like, please recommend me to your friends.
Well, we'll see about that. But
okay.
In the meantime, if you want, I don't see you're busy. You can feel free to join me.
Roll a persuasion check.
Well, you should have against dice for this one.
This is gonna be ridiculously unnecessarily high, I bet.
Mind you, my persuasion is not that high.
It doesn't matter. What is it?
But you said persuasion, right?
Yeah. Or are you trying to lie to her? I think you're just trying to persuade her. Yeah, you're just trying to persuade her.
It was a persuader, yeah. I might be dumb because I don't see persuasion.
No, there is no skill for persuasion.
My bad.
It'd probably be diplomacy.
Diplomacy. I was thinking diplomacy.
That's 18.
18? Oh, that's more than enough. She's just like, oh, you're really making an old woman's night. It is starting to go into evening time. That's why she says that.
Well,
she sits down and joins you.
I'm gonna say a little prayer silently.
Okay. She joins you as well. You can hear her muttering.
You're not quite. You don't seem to be a local. Where are you from? And I'm grabbing some food.
Oh god. Oh my god. It's gonna be the accidental racism. And she's like, what? What are you talking about?
Are you from Sevarin?
I'm from the Holy Kingdom, and I've been lucky enough to have settled down here in the capital of the Sultana of the. Where did I put her? What was the title I gave her? I gave her like a bunch of titles. Okay, there it is. Wait. Where did it go? No, not that guy. It's not Queef. That's an old campaign. Oh, you guys don't remember Queef? Oh, there she is.
I do remember Queen.
She's like, oh, I found myself to be lucky enough to find my way here to the realm of her most enlightened eminence. And you can see she says it with such reverence. And like just saying it, she just like closes her eyes for a second, like almost in prayer. But no, I've lived here my whole life. I'm gonna roll for her. We're gonna do a little sense motor on you. I'll do the unicorn just. All right. She like furrows her brows and looks confused. What do you mean?
What do I mean? What I mean is, you seem that quite out of place in this.
How so? She is sharply. She immediately asked, "How so?"
You seem like you're well more organized for somebody who does come from a major city. Why settle
I told
down
you
in
that.
something small?
No, this is a major city. This is the major city. This is the capital of the Holy Kingdom.
This is my character actually being completely confused.
No, I get it. No, I completely, I'm loving it. She's like, what are you trying to get at? What do you mean by that?
Hey, what you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
Nothing.
What you mean by that?
Nothing inflammatory. Actually, it's quite the opposite. I'm a traveling missionary.
I understand that you're trying to compliment me, but it felt quite backhanded. It felt I mean, I can tell that you are not from here.
Well, that's right.
Because you said you're a traveling missionary. From where?
I come from the Empire. It's the last place I came from. I was out preaching.
The Empire.
Preaching and evangelizing.
I am not. I'm not familiar with the geography outside of the Holy Kingdom. Tell me more. What is this empire you speak of?
Well, where do I start? It's a beautiful, very diverse country. Many different climates and environments, from harsh sandstorms to blistering heat.
To
Bone chilling
heat?
cold.
That sounds much like the Holy Kingdom.
Snow.
At least
Capped
that part.
mountains.
Well, I mean, we
Snow-capped
have those as well.
mountains.
Let's put they're near the frontier.
But you can see that everywhere, can't you? You must have seen a lot. Now that was
No,
It looks like you've experienced a lot.
Well, and now she like seems mildly offended in the way you said that. She's like, What do you mean?
Nothing much. I'm a traveler,
No, I am a woman of God. What are you implying?
and I am a man of God. For
Which
I am
God? Immediately, her whole demeanor changes. She, she looks at you with a sneer of disgust on her face, and she's like, "No, out, leave. I will not have you blaspheme in here."
Who the fuck do you think you are, bitch?
That's the equivalent of the "shut up, bitch."
She's like, and she gasps and she's like, "What?
You dare blaspheme me? I'm out here preaching the truth of God. And all you could be out here is just sinning. You're just a fucking nincompoop ass sinner."
She's kind of like stunned that you just that you switched up on her so fast and so hard, because like she saw you blaspheming, but she saw that you were like a little bit on the kind side, and she was like, okay, I just want him out. But now she's like, she slowly backs away, and
I grab my flask out and I start drinking it.
she runs out the door.
And I go and I grab some more coffee, drink it. I sit down and I continue eating my food.
You stay there?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so we'll come back to that later. Viv, you're on your second pot. You know,
Yep.
you pull out a book.
Maybe order an appetizer or something.
Yeah, what book would you have pulled out, like, with your spell? Like, was there like
No,
where did
it's,
you
it's
get
for like
from?
research purposes. I have a pocket spell called Pocket Library.
Pocket library? Okay. Now, how does that work? Are you connected to a specific library or what?
I will tell you in a second. Information from the world's libraries.
The
I can choose
world's
any-
library?
Choose any skill in which I'm entrained, and I have the recall knowledge action. During the duration of the spell, which is 24 hours, I could just pull forth a tome from an extra-dimensional library if I'm attempting to recall knowledge, which I'm not at the moment.
Okay.
I'm probably trying to get the goddamn rat out of the cafe before I get kicked out.
I thought the rat wasn't in the cafe with you.
I don't know where the rat is. He just does what he wants.
Yeah, he left. Yeah.
I mean, I've killed the thing hundreds of times, and it just keeps coming back.
The what book would you have tried to be reading right now? Like, what are you looking for?
Like, if I'm just reading for fun, I don't know. Probably something I picked up at like a store or something. If I can read the language.
If you can read the language, okay.
It's like, you pick up something at the airport.
Let me
Just to
see.
kill
What's your
time.
intelligence again? What's your intelligence?
16.
16. Yeah, you don't have quite the grasp on reading.
Well, I know
the
4 languages, but
language
you never
here.
gave me like a list of languages.
Yeah,
so-
I know. It would be the Rex Draconian language, and you would also know the language of Mejarban, and you would also you would know the language spoken in the Wolfgang dynasty, and you'd have passing knowledge on one of the tribes' languages of the southern continent.
So I can speak to the people here.
Yeah, you can speak to the people here. You have been the whole time. You've been here long enough that you can speak easily. Not with great proficiency, but you can have
I'm
conversation.
fluent. I'm not a master.
Yeah, you're fluent. You're not a master. You still have trouble with their reading and.
Well, I would
writing.
probably get a children's book then to help me with the reading.
Okay.
And I'm sitting there with like a pen and reading a children's book in this language.
Writing down. The children's book you have is basically about the first Sultana. So
She seems like an interesting person.
Yeah, she's a woman that when with this convergence of worlds, she brought enlightenment to the people, and she smited their enemies. It's basically like, religious propaganda.
She never had a maid steal her mother's necklace.
You feel a little jealous, yes. And you feel a little weight settle on your shoulder, like under your hair.
You're not supposed to be in the restaurants. They'll think you're an actual rat, and they will chase me out.
It's like,
what the hell are you doing here?
do you see it? Do you
What I
see
see
it?
is a disgusting rat in this restaurant.
No, look to your left.
I
Look to your
look to my
left.
left.
And you can see like some sort of like half-eaten egg dish. Just there. It's like, I must have it.
It's not at my table, right?
No, it's like 2 tables away. He's like,
As long as I don't get kicked out
Look.
of this cafe with
Look.
amazing coffee, I don't care what he
Look.
does right now.
look, woman, look. Just listen to me, and then we can pull this off. I will leave you alone for 15 minutes if you get me that egg dish.
Is anybody looking at me?
You can see like one of the waitresses, like kind of like when waitresses like look around in their area, making sure that nobody needs any help or anything. Like you see
So
that.
I guess I will make a stealth check to see if I can mage hand the dish over, and put it under my table.
Okay, roll for it.
I rolled a 25
and-
on stealth.
Okay, as you do that and it's coming over, you can hear him go. This is gonna be delicious.
I told you not to do that when you're sitting on my shoulder. Now I have to clean my coat.
What? No, that wasn't that. It's more of like a Hornbury thing, you know?
Well, I slide the the dish under the table, and I go, 15 minutes starts after you finish eating. Go.
Wait. I feel I would be remiss in not telling you this, but you do understand there's no tablecloth on these tables. It's a see-through glass.
Okay.
And then he goes down and immediately starts eating. And it's just like...
I wait till he's just about finished and cast Ray of Frost at him.
It's like, he's like, "Yeah, you fucking cunt!" And then he just like skitters off. What are his stats for stealth, by the way?
His stats? I think they use my stats, don't they?
Okay. Go ahead and roll for him, because after saying that, he is a rat of his word.
He got a 21.
Yeah, no, you heard that, but he said it in like a low enough register that nobody else did.
Goddamn rats. I never asked for him. Never asked for him. He just showed up one day.
Well, he after that, and reading that children's religious propaganda book, it's like essentially, you know how sometimes they'll take
like a
Bible
children's
stories
Bible.
and then it's like a little children's Bible, like that's what you're reading. It's simplified. It's a pretty good one as a scholar. You understand like.
Also, reading
Honestly,
children's book helps learn a new language.
Mm-hmm. It is very good with this. So you are gaining proficiency in the language of when it comes to reading and writing it. You'd probably have to go through the whole book. So if I would say it's kind of like a little bit of a skill book. In that you'd have to invest time and effort to.
Well, when I have free time,
read
I will
and
sit
learn,
there with
yeah.
my little notebook.
None of you guys, by the way, know how, except for Athir, know how to read and write this language, unless you've put the time into it. But so we'll cut back to that whole interaction, very quick. But we'll go back to Athir and Jovak. Athir, are you waiting outside of the sanctuary, or did you go along with Jovak? You stayed, right?
Yeah, she's supposed to.
He said she was gonna go talk to me again.
Yeah. Did you want to come back? Did you want to come back and start talking to her, or what?
Yeah, I was gonna head back over there.
Okay.
Do I see her coming towards me?
Yeah, you see her coming towards you, like, and she's got a little bit of a more firm resolve in her face.
I motion for a waitress when I see her coming towards me.
Okay. One thing, let's take a little fiver, you know. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll be back in 5 minutes. So. We are back. Welcome back. I hope. Thank you. Well, welcome back. Told you it was going to take like 5 minutes or less. We have a Thea approaching Viv, and she has a little bit of a determined stride to her.
And like I said, I motioned a waitress over when I seen Viv coming closer. Not Viv, a Thea coming closer to
My
Viv.
bad. Yeah, you're coming closer to Viv. I was just saving the file, and that's why I get stuck in my head. So, Athir, you see Vivian is welcoming you. Do you take down the seat she's offering, or what?
Yeah, take that. I'm gonna walk over, like, still keeping the same pet.
Still keeping the same what?
Still keeping the same, like, pep in my step. You know, same stride.
Alright. I updated the picture, and you can see it in the art channel. AI art channel.
Ooh, not bad.
Yeah. It's closer to what you wanted, I believe.
Yes.
Pretty sad.
Alright. So,
When the waitress gets over, I order, like, a little appetizer spread. Since obviously she's here to talk again. And then I just look at her.
I will be right back.
We're just staring down.
I have coffee, a book, and I'm getting food. I can wait. I also offer you coffee and some of the food when it gets here.
Alright, well, I'll take some of that.
You're not going to leave me alone, are you?
No.
Now, can I at least know why you're bothering me?
Well, I felt like our last conversation went pretty well, and I don't know how I'm bothering you, considering this is our second interaction ever.
Yeah, you just come up to my table, so I'm just wary of people just following me around. You're obviously watching me.
I just came back, but I do have more information on who's watching you.
Who?
Well, that information doesn't come free.
What will it cost me?
What do you want?
I want to go
Personally.
home, personally.
Where's home and why are you here?
I don't know where in the Empire because I don't know the world yet, but I'm from the Empire, and I'm here looking for a family heirloom.
And who's in possession of it?
The bitch who used to work as a maid.
Do you know anything about this cunt of a maid?
Her name is Florine, and my brother thinks she's in love with him.
Any other information about Florine?
Not really. I barely paid attention to her. She was just the kitchen maid. You don't exactly pay attention to the help, do you?
Not really. I need to know a little bit more about your family, though.
Just so you know, you are from a small, like your land from your family is that little vineyard is just outside Neaskiani, which is part of. It's right outside of. What was it? I'll tell you right. 1 second, I got it right here. It's in Makedo.
Okay, well,
That's,
I'm from there.
Just letting you know.
Makedo?
It's next to the. Yeah, that's the territory in the Empire. You're from Makedo, near Nas.
It's beautiful in the summer. You should visit.
Well, like I said, I need to know a little bit more about your family before I decide to visit their homeland.
Why do you need to know about my family? They have nothing to do with this. My parents are dead. My brother's an idiot. I'm here.
I need to know about the heirloom, though, I guess. I would like to contextualize why it's important.
Well,
Why you're here.
Well, it was my mother's necklace. She left it to me. It is one of the few pieces my family still has, and my brother gave it away.
Alright, so your family's down and out.
I like to put down. I'd rather say down on our luck at the moment.
Mm-hmm. And what did you do when you were up on your luck?
We had vineyards. We were some of the best vineyards in. What was that section he said?
Makeda, I think?
Yes, Makeda. We were some of the best vineyards in Makeda, and there was a drought, a disease on the crops. It happens.
Do you still own that land?
We own one of the vineyards.
Okay. Do you have any idea where your brother might be?
My brother is back home, keeping the one vineyard going. He is very good at business. He's just not good at dealing with people.
So why don't you just go back and get it?
Because she took the necklace and ran here.
Oh, okay. All right, that was a missing link. I was a little bit confused about
I
it.
followed her across this godforsaken world because I want my necklace back.
Do you have any clue where she might be?
All I know is I was able to follow her to the city, but I am enjoying the coffee here, so that helps.
It's always an added bonus.
We don't have coffee in the Empire.
Yeah, I mean, coffee's good.
So, now that we have established what I want, how can you help me?
Well, for starters, I know who's following you, what they want, and I also have a lot of former government connections. Pretty much eyes in every corner of the street.
So the real question I should be asking is, what do I need to do to get this help that you are kind of promising me?
You come, work with these people, wreak havoc, and then leave with the heirloom.
If I can get the heirloom, I'd be more than willing to help you. And I get to kill the maid.
Absolutely.
So where do I meet these people?
We can meet at a local pub, I guess. I can bring you over there.
Shall we go tomorrow or now?
You can go now. Would that be beneficial to you? Would that work with your schedule?
I don't really have anything else to do at the moment, but we can at least finish the meal that I just ordered.
Sounds good with me.
Did you hear that bit? We're going to eat the meal, then I'm going to them.
No, I was
okay.
listening the whole time. I have my headset on. I would say like around like by the time you guys finish the meal, and if you guys want to roleplay that, I encourage it. I would love to hear that.
I eat
Just
the little
ASMR.
meat pastry. The little meat pastries
ASMR.
are
No,
very
like
good.
little small talk and stuff. Like, oh, you know,
ASMR
but
chewing sounds.
you know, 15 minutes have passed.
Oh, so we gotta chop it up a little bit more.
No. I'm gonna say 15 minutes have passed, and that's relevant because roll a stealth check for your rat.
This goddamn rat. Ooh, that's a 19.
A 19. Okay. Aether, you like to keep a nice watch on things, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So you'd probably roll perception.
Oh, Jesus Christ, 14 total.
Yes.
God, I might just had some fucking lunch. Literally.
You know, I mean, the food is really good. Like it's a bit of a distraction. You're not quite paying attention.
The meat
And-
pies are especially delicious. They're filled with lamb.
And the sauce that is made in, just absolutely mouthwatering. You you hear some skittering up here, and
I just sigh loudly.
It sounds like claws on stone. And you look down and you see this fucked up looking rat. It's got like a humanoid face, and it's looking up at you with its beady, bloodshot eyes, and it's like fanged mouth, and it's like, oh, who's this lovely little morsel?
What the fuck? I'm gonna whip out my gun and put that shit right in its face.
It doesn't work. When you can kill it, it doesn't. He just comes back.
No, I'm with her.
He follows me around.
And you know what? Do you really want to draw that much attention to yourself? And he points one of his like weirdly humanoid paws, to, like back, like his thumb pointing back towards the waitress, who's not looking your way yet, but she's about to like turn back on you guys. Do you still keep your gun out pointing at it?
I'm gonna put that shit back into the holster and just ask for like, what the fuck?
You're basically like a Western gunslinger. You're just like quick, like almost a blur. That, by the way, you know, Vivian, that gives you a little bit of an impression of how dangerous she actually is. Like that was very fast. And then he like crawls between your feet and then goes towards Viv. And you can hear his like he has like this little evil laugh.
I guess
Does he pay you or something?
He follows me around. I don't know what to do with him. I scoop him up and put him in the familiar pouch, and then I tie that thing shut.
You can see it like you can see it like it's like he's trying to punch his way out, claw his way out. He's like, "Oh, you fucking!"
I punch the pouch.
Slam it against the table.
I have killed him hundreds of times. He just keeps coming back. If you want an idea, he's basically the monkey from the second Pirates movie that they just keep shooting it, and it just keeps coming back.
Jack.
Yeah, Jack Sparrow.
One time I put him in a bag, put a brick in the bag, and threw the bag in a river, and he was waiting for me the next morning. So,
Jesus. Have you heard of a gun?
Oh, you definitely have, Viv. It's something that's kind of it's pretty normal in the
what is guns?
The environment. Yeah, guns. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I've also traveled enough to where I've probably seen a gun.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I know of guns. I don't use them.
You could put a fucking bullet in that thing's head if you really wanted to.
I put a lightning bolt down its throat. It did nothing. It just keeps coming back.
You can hear like a groaning. It says in a groaning voice. It's like, I'll always come back to you, baby.
I don't know who sent him, but he's supposed to follow me and help me, which he does barely.
Just like that disgruntled voice that's still groaning, like, barely. Come
I punched the pouch again.
You gotta slam it against the table.
That would draw too much attention. So, caveat, if we're going to help each other, the rat kind of has to come with.
That's fine. I'm sure we'll grow accustomed to it.
At least he's not an orc.
Fair point. I will say, let me add this caveat. I'd like us to work together a little more closely than you would the rest of the group.
So you're with the people who are following me?
No, I just know them. I'm a native. I've grown up. I've seen people come through. You know foreigners when they roll through.
Yeah, well, as the foreigner here, yes, I'm pretty sure I know what you mean.
So, like I said, I have eyes in most corners. I know when someone shows up and I know when someone leaves.
So I'll be working with you, and you're working with them.
Mm-hmm.
Deal.
Perfect.
Do you shake hands here?
I don't see why not. I'll dap you
I
up.
shake your hands. We made a deal.
Perfect.
So where is everybody? Oh, we're eating, and then we're going to them.
Yeah.
As you finish that little part of your conversation, everybody would have made it here.
Alex, wake up.
We'll need a bigger table.
Forrest, well, they made it to the cafe. You have your own issues. It is now approaching nighttime. And you know what that means, Tyler. You helped me make it. It's the start of the change of shift. You see these burly half-orcs as well as a couple of elves come in, and they're dressed in the guardsman uniform. They look at you as they step inside this little cafe, this little tea room, Forest, and then they're like, "We heard you were causing trouble for one of our citizens, foreigner." One of the burly half-orcs just looks at you. You can see one thing that's interesting about the orc is that you realize he's not wearing armor at all, and he starts to step closer to you. Like one of them is wearing armor. The other one is the other one is wearing a similar uniform, and this is one of the elves. They have corded muscle, like showing in the skin that you can see. We heard that you were blaspheming here.
I take a step towards him.
Mm-hmm.
That bitch don't.
He's not. He's not intimidated, by the way.
I'm not trying to intimidate. But
no. I know he does, but he does raise an eyebrow at you. He's like, I see, and you realize how taller is Forrest again?
6'2".
He's taller.
Sorry,
than you.
he's 6 foot. He's tall. He's definitely taller than me. Sorry,
He's Tyler height. He's Tyler height. He's 6
I'm
foot
glad I'm a unit of measurement.
Yeah, you are. That's because you're an absolute unit, my boy.
For the people in the back, I am 6'7".
That's because you are an absolute unit. That's why.
So when we start combat, I am going to make sure I keep 2 Tylers between me and any enemies.
Yes. But yeah, he's a big boy. One thing you realize as he approaches you is that he walks softly. Like this is.
As I took a step forward to him, it's not. I'm not engaging in a threatening manner.
Mm-hmm.
But I am being very boisterous. That bitch don't know what she's talking about. I'm just out here getting my food, enjoying my time in this beautiful country, and then the woman has to go and insult me.
That you are God. She said that you claimed you were
messenger of God. I am a messenger of God.
And you can almost hear this growl enter his voice, and he's like, "Which God?"
My God is not important.
You know what? He rolled when he said that. He rolled intimidation. Like he was trying to intimidate you.
I'm going to roll just because I know I'm supposed to roll against it.
Well, I guess I would say if it's a roll, I guess it would be kind
Intimidate is against his will DC.
Yeah. Your will, not your throw, not your save.
So it's whatever your score is plus 10.
Yeah. So it'd be 24. Wait, not 24 for you, my bad. For Forrest, it would be 22.
Wait, how the fuck is my save 22?
No, not your save. Your save is a 12.
Yeah, your save's 12.
You take your save and add 10. That's your will DC. He has to beat that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn. So close. If I rolled a little bit better, I would have beaten it. You know, you're confident in yourself. You can take this guy.
As I'm saying, my god
At least you think you can.
is not important. For I am in the Holy Empire. And I know my place. With that woman, on the other hand.
He holds up a hand to interrupt you, and he's like, "Holy Kingdom." We are no
apologize. Empire. I apologize. The Holy Kingdom. I know where I am.
He holds his hand up again. He's like, I see. You are just a citizen of the Empire. Are you not?
I have traveled through the Empire, yes. I'm rolling
Roll
deception on
this.
Actually, technically speaking, I'm not necessarily. Wait, I retooled the end. I retooled where he's from. Okay, hold on. I'm just recalling where I'm from. Because I originally said that I was from the island between Rex Draconis and Asup, but I changed where that was from.
Okay.
But that's where I'm going to say I am from. Because I rolled a... That is... 8 plus 10, 18.
18. Okay. Liar.
And
he gives you this toothy grin. No, he gives you this toothy grin. Like, you can see his tusks and everything. They're well taken care of. He's got very nice teeth. Yeah, he's like, with like your passive perception, like it's very obvious. It's not hard to see. You realize that these guys, they have surrounded you. They've stepped out. They stepped around, and one of them is approaching to go behind you as well.
Perception-wise, can I actually take these guys on? Because it doesn't look like I have a shot of getting past this without.
Look at Tyler. Look at Tyler.
Not more than one.
It would be a very tough battle. Escape? Possible.
Okay.
Taking on all 4 of them at once, you would be the little blonde girl, essentially.
In a fight?
In that, yeah, you would be the little blonde chick. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, totally in a fight. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna start preaching.
Look, we're gonna have references to it. Sonny started it. That's the tone of the campaign. We're gonna have references to porn, just random references.
So I grab somebody's. I grab a kibbeh off somebody's table, take a bite out of it, and I'm like,
well, there's one. Like I said, you were the only one there, so you just grab it off your.
No, you said that it was starting to get busier.
No. When I said you went in that store, it was literally just you and her.
Okay, then this is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I take one step back, and I'm like, well, you know what? I am God! Ha-ha! What do you have to say about that? Stupid ass bitch. Dumbass bitch. I am God, and you're not!
He looks to his other men and he gives a little nod, and then he's like, well, we can always test that. And then he says, you are under arrest for blasphemy. Now we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way.
This is not a competition. This is a cooperation. Why you always try to trip me up for? Stupid ass bitch. And then as soon as I say that trip me up, I cast invisibility and I try to dip out.
Okay, so invisibility. That spell, you need. You need 2 actions to do it. You need material and somatic. So you would have had to do a specific hand gesture movement. I want you to roll a, let's say, deception check. Let's say roll a deception check, so that way you can do. Let's see if you do the somatic. I mean the somatic part without them noticing. Because you were doing bombastic movements, you know, you're very vocal and stuff like that.
So you said that that was deception, right?
Yeah, to see if you got by them. 28. All right. 28. Yeah, they didn't notice. All right. So they immediately, one thing you realize, they're not speaking, but they react immediately. The guy who was one of the guys who was right behind you, the one that was head behind you, because he didn't get there in time before you cast invisibility, right? You see, one thing that was different about him compared to the others is that he actually carried a rapier, he had a buckler, you know, he was actually wearing, you know, some armor. He had some studded leather armor.
Sorry, Chris.
That was the elf. And that was the elf. He's like, I would say, what would he be doing? Here we go. Okay. He's going to use expeditious inspection as you are hiding. He's going to seek you. Unfortunately, you're within his 30-foot cone, or his within 15-foot burst. Okay. I want you to roll stealth because you're gonna try and get out of here.
Wow, Toxic Die comes in with the fucking bullshit. Nat 20.
Nat 20. Okay.
Yay!
Oh wait, you're right. Okay. Nat 20, what's the total? 30?
33.
You said what's the total? 33, okay.
Let me see that stealth real quick. Yeah, like 33.
Okay. Ooh. Alright. So, he rolled 18. Ooh, yeah, he was close, but he didn't make it. That 33 saved you. They know your general area, and they start to close in. Yeah, I would say roll an acrobatics check now. Because this was like a little, this isn't a place this is a place that's cluttered with tables and chairs and everything like that.
Toxic Die loves bullshit. That's a 30.
Yeah. That's a 30? Alright.
That's a 30.
So, I would say, let's see. Oh shit. What? I feel like a dice just glitched out or something. Oh, there it is. Oh. I didn't hear it. That's a 30. Alright. So they're all gonna roll against you. Beat that 33. There's 4 of them. Okay. So they all have the same. Oh, whoops. I did not mean to mix that. I'm gonna use my rogue die. The ranger die. I use the 2 big boys. All right. You managed to get out of. You managed to slip out. They all didn't seem to see you because your stealth. Oof, your stealth is very high for a freaking cleric of all things.
Mind you, I'm not.
But with those shenanigans, I understand why. So do you immediately leave and just dip? Do you dip immediately?
Yeah. I have like 10 minutes of invisibility. Basically, I'm gonna utilize those 10 minutes of invisibility to get away at a comfortable pace.
Okay. And you're still maintaining stealth, so you're going at a slower pace, actually. Yeah,
That's right.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you make your getaway successfully. Oh my god. All right. So. All right. So, from a very, very bad situation, you managed to escape safely. You get the feeling these guys were not what you were dealing with, or what you saw in that prison, that jail. Yeah, these guys are the real deal. So you head out. Where do you head? Where do you go? You go back to the Sound of Silence, or because you don't know where Sanctuary is, and you have no clue about any of that.
No, I'm going to go to the Sound of Silence.
All right. So you head over there. One thing that you do notice is they are actively seeking you as you head over in your 10 minutes run out. Do you do anything? What do you do once your 10 minutes run out?
I'm gonna flip my clothes inside out and change the appearance.
Okay. That is something that you bought specifically over in the island, I remember.
Yep.
So you flip your clothes inside out. You when your invisibility ran out, or right before, you head into an alleyway. You flip your clothes inside out, and
it's basically right when I know the invisibility is running out. I'm gonna be going into the alley, changing my appearance. I'm gonna take the scar off of my face.
Ooh, nice touch. All right, so you comfortably make your way to the Sound of Silence. Now, as that all happens, all of you would have gotten to Sanctuary. Except for Chris, of course, except for Forrest.
On the way, I would have been asking Mirkrid and Mick how they were doing and what happened, if there were any developments, and then informing them of what Athir and I were planning on doing, of heading back. She was gonna talk to Viv again to set up a meet, and then I was gonna head to the Sound of Silence to kind of also help with the meet, and so that's what was informing Mirkrid and Mick that was happening. What if they had any developments? What was it?
Pretty much I would have said I asked Oded questions, got some answers. I was under the assumption that she worked for the Empire, which he then informed me she did not. So,
what do we know about her then?
She's a countess. She's here looking for a trinket, and by a trinket I assume he means a high value item.
Okay, that could work in our favor.
I could only assume that that's what he meant when he said trinket. No one travels from the Empire to this place for a few gold coins.
To put it into perspective for our viewers and for our players, Viv traveled the equivalent of going from Japan overland to Iceland. Like, that's the equivalent amount of like overall distance that she traveled just for this heirloom.
Well,
that goddamn rat was following me the entire time.
The entire time. It died many times, mostly to you, but not always.
I threw it at a crocodile once.
It saved your life.
Well, either way, like it could be high valuable or it could not, but we could use that to recruit her. So we might want to play on that. So are we close to the sanctuary?
Yeah, you guys would have gotten to the sanctuary at this point.
Okay. What did you say, Tyler?
I said that's the plan. Okay. Now have you seen Forrest at all?
I have not, no, because I came from Sanctuary and I had not run into him. You wouldn't have, our paths wouldn't have crossed, right?
No.
Okay, yeah. So
Forrest went to a place that was like actually like near the docks. So he
Yeah, I
didn't
assumed because
go.
the bazaar
It
was
was like, yeah, like we would say that that Sound of Silence is down here. Where he went was more up here, and where you guys went was more inland towards the capital. Towards the capital itself,
I
towards
mean,
Severin.
just post the general map. That way, the general map
Okay, yeah,
layout.
yeah,
That way, you can give them visual representation.
yeah. Let me
Okay.
get that.
So we're outside of sanctuary at this point.
Yes, sir.
Is there anything going on outside?
No, nothing.
And at the
Um,
moment, Athir and I are having a girls' brunch.
Yeah, literally.
you guys
Yeah.
see them. They're kind of just like, like chattering amongst themselves. Like they look very relaxed. Occasionally, you'll see Viv punch a bag on the table. You don't know what it is, but it is moving. Very ever so slightly. you and you can see that there are enough. There are two other chairs that are available. So you would have to get an extra chair if all three of you wanted to sit down.
I'm gonna grab a chair. I'm gonna walk over.
All right.
Yeah, I'll walk to and calmly sit down.
As they're walking over to the table, I ask Athir, "Are these friends of yours?"
Friends is a strong word. I know them.
Are these the people that you were going to introduce me to? Because I've met that one.
Correct, yeah.
And I'm gonna say to Viv, or what I'm gonna say is to, I'm gonna say Vivian, or is it just Viv?
You can call me Contessa.
Okay, Contessa.
Ooh.
I would like to apologize. I was under the assumption that you worked in a similar organization as us, and that is the assumption I was under. So I would like to apologize for the weird invitation that I presented you with earlier.
Well, since it seems, thanks to my new friend here, I'm going to be working with you, apology accepted. And I raise my glass to Athir and give her a little cheers.
Now, to my understanding, you're here after what I'm told is a trinket, but I assume no one would travel for a trinket. Is a high value item to you.
It is a necklace.
Is this a special necklace?
It is a family necklace.
I
Now-
understand.
I assume
I understand the importance of this.
you and Athir went over this already, but just for the sake of catching everyone up to speed, the stolen.
Yes. We get my necklace back, and until we get the necklace, I am helping you. Well, I'm helping Athir.
Are we gonna?
The waitress comes and is like, is there anything I can do to help you all? It seems you have more friends. Your party has increased. Would you like to put two tables together, or I can take you? We can go to take you to the bar.
Well, the table next to us is empty. Just pull it over.
Well, okay. And you can see she pulls it over. She's like,
I get up to help her pull it over.
the tables were metal and they had the glass on top and stuff.
She shouldn't have offered to pull the tables together if she couldn't pull the tables together.
I mean, she was doing it. She was making progress, but she was like, it's not something that she's really accustomed
No
to.
matter where in the world you go, the help is always the same, isn't it?
Jesus.
She gives like a thankful look towards Mirkrid and then gives the side eye to Viv.
I don't have to leave you a
And-
tip.
She doesn't acknowledge that, and and walks away. like,
That's some foreigner
like
ass shit.
I am quite
An
famished.
entitled, noble foreigner.
she's like, get it right.
I am quite famished.
all of you hear is
Even-
a pained voice wheeze out. What? That's also a cunt.
I punch the bag again. Is there a garbage pail near me?
You can see one in the room. Yeah.
I
It's-
throw the bag at the garbage pail, purposely hitting the side of the garbage pail as hard as I can.
I'm gonna ask what that is.
roll, roll. I would say for a throw. Acrobatics.
Acrobatics. I got a.
Or athletics, one of the two.
I'll go with acrobatics. It's higher. I got a 22.
Oh yeah, right. It's like almost like you bean it right at the wall. You hear the. If anybody were listening closely, they'd hear the sound of breaking bones and groaning as it falls into the trash as it hits the wall after it.
I didn't want to throw it in the
No,
trash. I
like,
wanted to throw it
yeah.
at the side of the pail.
Just at the side of
should
it.
be allowed.
Oh yeah,
should be
so you
allowed
hit it hard
loud
enough that
bang.
it almost knocks over the pail, and you see that what? Oh, the waitress actually goes up to it and looks towards your way. It's like, oh, I apologize. I am sorry that I missed it. I should have thrown it out if you had requested.
I'm sorry.
it.
I missed the pail.
And then she she's like, oh no, it's okay. And then she picks it up. She hears the groan. The
and I just
voice
just
groaning.
ignore it. Just throw it out. Throw it out. Put it in the pail. Just go with it. Just go with it. Put it in the pail.
Roll any of diplomacy, intimidation, whatever you're trying to do for it.
What is my highest one? This is where I'm weak. Diplomacy, I rolled a 20, not natural.
20? Oh yeah, she's like, okay. And she kind of like gently drops it in, clenching a little bit when she hears the groaning as it hits the bottom, the pail. She's like, and then she walks away.
You were asking, that is, I think it's my familiar. I'm not sure.
Okay. Are you trying to get rid of it?
It just comes back.
Okay. Have you ever put it in a bag of holding?
I've done everything I can to get rid of it. It always finds its way back to me.
You have put it in a bag of holding, and a hand grabbed it and stuck out of your bag of holding, and then plopped it out.
Oh God, it's the bag man.
Oh my god.
Not again.
I just can't get rid of it.
Interesting.
But he's sometimes useful, so he'll pull his weight. It's not much, but he's a rat. So
you need your necklace, and I'm told you're a powerful caster of sorts.
I'm competent. I wouldn't call myself powerful. I got here though, so to make of that what you will.
That's the word that was used to describe you. It was
well, I'm flattered.
Okay. Well then, Aether, this is your problem.
How so?
Well, you struck the deal with her.
Uh-huh.
You said she's working with you. That is everything that entails.
Okay.
Not to say we won't help you, but that was the deal you struck.
No, I agree. I'm not I'm not disagreeing with you. I was just asking for a little bit more of your reasoning.
Um, I don't think it's wise to be moving around too much. Jordan? First off, would I have seen any of the guards at night?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys would have seen them starting to patrol and making their rounds. They go around. I believe we had it set at a group of 4 or 5, right?
The night watch is in groups of 2.
Oh, groups of 2. Yeah,
The other squad is groups of 5.
groups of 5. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's you would have seen them. Roll a perception check.
That is 25.
25. Yeah, these guys, you can tell they're the real deal.
I'm gonna say
They
that
weren't they were not the incompetence that Viv dealt with.
it's not wise to move around too much at night, not just so we don't arouse suspicion. So we should probably just hunker down here. I'm gonna go see how many rooms are available.
Okay. So you're leaving Forrest to his own devices.
I mean,
No, this is great. I love it.
I
And
mean,
wanna
I already
see
have a
where
room
it
here,
goes.
so you don't need a
Yeah.
room for me.
well, yeah. But these guys need a room. Grills over there looks like he's about to pass out at the table.
I am not.
Yeah,
passing.
Mick Grills is about. It looks like he's about to just fall over.
Um,
I'm good.
Oh yeah, you're good. You're just resting your eyes.
No, my eyes are like this when I'm sleepy. They don't open.
Well,
But
in that case, we should probably let's call it a night. You know, like this is a good place to end the session. We'll come back
The
next
fellowship
time.
has formed.
The fellowship has
Yes.
formed with the sacrifice of a rat.
Goddamn rat. He's probably waiting in my room right now.
I have a lot of sharp objects in my bag of holding.
I have shot him with a lightning bolt. He died and came back.
Like really sharp and explosive things too.
We can try that later if he really annoys me.
So
Maybe I can help with research on how to get rid of that weapon.
So, thank you guys for joining us. As they go on to continue their plot to remove this rat permanently from the plane of existence, from the material plane of existence. And
Send it to hell.
see you
maybe.
next time. See you next Monday.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.